Welcome back, my Duelist friends, Casual Duelist, and it is Monday, so of course, happy Monday. And like I said, I'm going to do a couple of these because I did have 3 of these structure decks laying around. Still unable to find my actual builds. If I do, I still kind of want to show those off. But I got a 4th deck type for you guys. It's a whole nother game. Should be perfect for Halloween itself, which I believe is falling on a Monday. So what we have here is we're going to have the Oogie Boogie starter deck. So last week we covered what was in the Jack Skellington. And this week we're going to do the Oogie Boogie. And again, it's just a nice little box. You do have like the round order back here. I forgot about this being on the deck boxes. And again, I don't want to go over all of the rules, but it is fairly simple. It is round robin. It goes all around the table. You can have as many players as you guys like. But let me show you guys this one. So, again, this is more or less my favorite character. The structure deck comes with 4 copies of this version of Oogie. He's the meanest guy around. -1 cost at his own lair. Must spend 2 movement to move him out of his lair. So again, he prefers to stay put. But again, looking pretty cool. Looking like, again, it's just vintage straight out of the movie. Then we have Barrel, little skeleton. During your turn, if Barrel's at the same location as Lock and Shock, discard a copy of Barrel to draw a hand or draw a card. So again, he gets kind of a cool effect. The structure will come with 2 copies of it, which is just really cool. We do get Big Witch or Helgamine because they did they kind of named every character that was in the movie. You may spend 1 movement to move Big Witch to any other location in the Halloween town. And what this means is, again, when you're trying to get those costs to activate the location effects, she kind of teleports on the board. She doesn't have to move from, A to B to get to C. She can go straight to A to C. So again, very cool. Was very good in the game. Clown. During your turn, you may discard the clown from play. Discard an opponent's character with a scare number of 1 from play. So again, trying to get rid of their town. Generally, you're going to play like 2 or more of them. But again, this lets you get and disrupt effects like Lock, Shock, and Barrel. Because again, 1 scare cost. Decomposing guy. During your turn, you may discard this from play to search the top 3 for any 1 card. So again, very good. Remember, our decks in this game, they recycle. And actually, I think that was part of this right here. Empty your pumpkin points. Reimburse for any surprise. Remove any hex counters. Discard down to 7. Recycle empty main decks. So again, it is part of the game, which allows you to play as much or as little in your deck as you like. We did have the Devil this time. Every time an opponent's character is discarded from play, draw 1 card. So again, it's sort of like a Max C. This is sort of like Max C in the way that, again, as long as we keep this in play, if our opponent's playing cards like the Clown or Decomposing Guy, then when they discard their character from play, we, of course, get to get that draw 1. And again, if we can forcibly do that the way we did with... Well, wait, which one was it? It was the Clown. We can go ahead and we can force their retirement from the field to get into the draw 1. So again, it's very cool, a lot of interplay. We do have the Hanging Tree. When playing this card, you may discard characters from your hand to reduce the cost by 1 scare point per card discarded. You can do this all the way up to 3. And just play this for free. And again, towards the end game when you guys are scoring, based on scare points in play, this could help. We do have the Harlequin Demon. It gets a -1 cost at the back alley. So, of course, I do believe back alley is going to be in this. We do have the Little Witch. During your own turn, you may move this to the same location as Big Witch. And this movement is free. So, again, we pay the 1 movement for the Big Witch to move. The Little Witch can then teleport as well to the same zone. So again, very cost effective when manipulating your location costs. We get 2 copies of Lock. During our turn, if Lock is at the tree house, we may discard a copy of Lock to search the deck top 3 for either shock or barrel, trying to put together the little engine. Monster from under the bed again. Cannot move whenever the a function of the location is performed. Discard a card to get an additional pumpkin point to pay for your scare costs. Very good. We do have the Reaper, looking kind of cool. When Reaper is played, each player must discard 1 character from their hand or from their Halloween town. Again, combine that with the other character card, what was a Devil, and we can start to, again, as long as it was a character that was in play, the Devil will then allow us to redraw our card, allowing us to hedge our bets against the opponent. We do get 2 copies of Shock because, again, it is the full engine. When Shock leaves the same location as Lock and or Barrel, you may move them to her location for free. So she moves, she brings the boys with her. And again, it's a small engine that you can play in your decks. We do have the mayor in this one. Whenever a character in Halloween Town other than the mayor himself is discarded, we get to draw a card. Now, this is for our side, and the Devil's for their side. If you have them both in play, you start using effects where I have to discard my character. Again, we go back to the Clown. So the Clown, Devil, plus Mayor. Clown says I may discard him from play to discard an opponent's character in play with a scare cost of 1 or less. The Devil says, fine, the opponent's card got discarded, draw a card. The Mayor says my card got discarded, draw a card. I can draw 2 on that interaction while disrupting the scare value of the opponent's Halloween Town. It's perfect. We do use the Undersea Gal, the Lady of the Lagoons. So adorable. During your turn, you may discard the Undersea Gal from play. Search your discard pile for any 1 card. Again, this isn't like a Dig X effect. You get to dig through the entire discard pile. So it's fantastic. We've got the Winged Demon. During your turn, discard a card from the hand to move him to any other location. Hello, Coco, one of my dual puppies. We got the Wolfman. This is the last character card. When Wolfman is played, you may discard another character in his location to draw 2, which, again, as long as we have the Mayor, is actually a draw 3. So, again, very cool characters. Some of them were different than the Jack deck. The skills or the surprises, we do get 3 copies of Fire. Discard an opponent's creation from play. Again, this is one of the most expensive cards to play at a scare value of 5. But getting rid of creations, especially late game, can affect our opponent's score. So again, that's good. We do have the Halloween Gate skill. This one is one that's, surprise. This one does stay on the table as part of the Halloween Town, so it can get counted at the end of the game. Whenever an opponent plays a surprise that affects one of your characters in play, you may return this to ignore or counter the effect of that surprise. And if you do, you will get reimbursed for that during the end phase of that turn. Next, we're going to be running 3 copies of the Boogeyman. And again, this is one of my favorite things. Each player targets a character with a scare number of 1 belonging to the player to their left. If this is a 1-on-1, it is just you and your opponent. But again, references how big board the game can get. Send that character back to the owner's hand. If Oogie is in any player's Halloween Town, those players get to draw an additional 1 card. So again, it gets goofy. 1 copy, let's play. Search 6 for the sound of rolling dice. Or if Oogie's in the Halloween Town, play this after playing the sound of rolling dice to discard a 2nd card from the top of the opponent's deck. Add its scare number to the first card's scare number. So again, kind of fun. 2 copies of Searchlights, search 6 for any 1 card, or play this on the table as part of your Halloween Town. While this card is in play, you may play the card Fire at a -2 cost. So this will allow you to do that for 6. And again, this could be one that stays on the field in your Halloween Town and get counted at the end of the game. I'm not too sure why there is a foil in this one. I didn't remember any of the structures coming with it, so I'm not sure if this is just something that got slipped in on accident. But we do have Shadow of the Moon. This one costs a -1 surprise. So cost is 2. Stack this on an opponent's character. Play this card for free if Oogie is in play. So again, not sure. I think this just lets us drop their cost by 1. Or because we are stacking it on the opponent's card. We're doing this in order to take away from the value of their town, which I think is actually how that one works. It's been a minute. Going into the rest of them, we have 4 copies. The Sound of Rolling Dice. Choose a character belonging to an opponent. Discard the top card of that opponent's deck. If the scare number of the discarded card is higher than the character's scare number, discard the character as well. This is why we had that additional effect to add numbers to the scare value of the card. We want to cheat. We want to make it happen. Last surprise, 1 copy the best I can. Search 6 for Oogie or stack this on Oogie. Then if Oogie is in his lair, discard an opponent's scare with a scare number of 1 or less. And again, if we stack this on him, we get to add this to his scare value, and it will stay in play till the end of the match. We do have some creations. Deadhead for 3 when it's in play with Undersea Gal in Halloween Town. Search the discard pile for another card. The Delightful Hat, which is very cool. When playing this, if Harlequin Demon is in the Halloween Town, discard a card from the hand to reduce the cost of this by 2. Very good. The Eager Anaconda, probably one of the most Tim Burton looking things ever. When playing this creation, you may discard Corpse Dad or 2 other characters from the Halloween Town in order to reduce the cost of this by 3. Now remember, because we are discarding them from our Halloween Town, if we have the mayor, we also get to draw cards. So there's a bunch of things going on. Oogie's Dice, when playing this, if Oogie happens to be in his lair, you can immediately move him for free to any other locale in Halloween Town, effectively making his movement free and teleporting. 1 copy Scary Teddy. I think we talked about this one the last build. And the last one would be the Takeoff Ramp. If the mayor is in our town square, which is a location, this creation is -1 cost for every other character at his location, not including himself. The minimum cost to play this will be 1, so you can reduce this up to 4 times. That said, it's a structure deck. We did get the Pumpkin King effect card and the Pumpkin Points counter. These will just be there. And in the locations, we do get the Oogie's Lair. This will be the starting one. So the last deck, the Jack, allowed us to start with 7 cards. This will allow us to only start with 5. We can either draw 2, add 3, or move 1 card. And again, that's 1 movement point. So Oogie wouldn't be able to move with that. We do have the back alley. You have to have at least 2 people there to activate your function. Draw 2, move 3, which is very good. Castle Finkelstein. You'll need 5 to activate this. Discard a card from the hand to add 5 pumpkin points. Again, if you're going for a bunch of creations or playing a bunch of people, this is going to be very good for you. Treehouse, draw 3 cards and add 1 pumpkin point. Very good for restoring your hand. The Town Square, add 4 pumpkin points if you have 4 players, 4 characters there. And the Tree Circle, you guys remember this from the last one. Draw 2, add 2 pumpkin points. So again, fun game. Structure deck number 2 down. Next week, I will be dealing with the Mayor's starter deck as well. So I do hope that you guys have been enjoying this. Do all other things. Don't do any of them. Do the one thing. It's Monday. Try to have a good day. Try to get a great start to the week. And come back in a little bit. I will be playing some more Master Duel. And let's see if we can't earn some more cards and maybe start on a 3rd deck. So I'll see you guys then. Later.